Let's talk video games. Welcome back to Scottish Movies, and today I want to talk about another passion in my life besides physical media, aka DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks, whatever. And it's video games. I've been a big video game fan pretty much all my life. I started out with a Commodore VIC-20, that shows how old I am. Then moved on to Spectrum 128K. And I think my first console was actually the Sega Mega Drive. Kind of missed the NES Master System period. Sega Mega Drive, Super Nintendo, N64, Sega Dreamcast. What else was there? Xbox 360, PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4. Don't have a PS5 yet. Also Nintendo Switch, Nintendo GameCube. I've had them in the past, and what was the other console? I didn't have a Wii. Oh, a Wii, yeah, and I didn't have a Wii U. Well, I think that's pretty much everything I've had over the years. I hold my hands up. I'm not a great gamer. I'll be honest. I'm probably pretty rubbish, but I just love playing video games. The sort of passion's worn off over the sort of last few years, but I am trying to get back into the gaming. There used to be a time where I come November when all the new releases came out, I used to be spending a small fortune on video games. So it's like there was a new release every week, a new Call of Duty, a new FIFA, whatever it was, spending 40, 50 quid on a game. And this went on for years, going back to all the days of the Mega Drives and Super Nintendos and things like that. I spent an absolute fortune over the years on video games. But today I want to talk about my sort of current collection I've got at the moment. Now, my main console is a PlayStation 4. I've got probably about 15, 20 games for that. I've been picking up a few games recently. You would have seen on some of my recent videos. Actually, I'm trying to sort of rebuild the collection, and I also have a Nintendo Switch, which I've got probably, I think it's 7 games for that. But as well as that, so back in lockdown in sort of 2020, I picked up a what am I talking about? PS2, sorry. For I think it was about 20 quid with a bunch of games. If I remember rightly, there was a load of SingStar games which quickly moved on, and the microphones and that. And there was probably a handful of other games. Some I might have kept, and probably the rest I've moved on. But I slowly sort of been picking up games that I used to play back in the day, and ones that I like, and just some that I wanted to give it a go. I've never tried them before, and the same with Xbox 360. I picked up a 360, probably for about 20 quid, with a few games. I can't remember what they was, but I've been sort of building up a collection again for 360, building up a collection for the PS2, and I wanted to sort of show you what I've got for these consoles, basically. I'm going to be showing you my PlayStation 2 collection first today, where I've got about 20 or 26, 27 games maybe. So I've got quite a few. I just want to talk video games for a change. Obviously, if this isn't your sort of thing, obviously you can probably just skip this video and watch the DVD and Blu-ray hunting and the lists and everything else that I do. But yeah, I'm going to show you now my PlayStation 2 collection. I picked up the PlayStation 2. I picked up wasn't like the one I used to have back in the day. It was a slim one, but it works fine. It's nice and small and compact, so it can take up a lot of room, which is good. So yeah, I'm going to show you my collection now. So I've got some games out here. So first up, I couldn't tell you where I got all these games. Some were probably with the console. Some I probably just picked up from free job lots as well, and the odd one or two I might have bought. But from me, I know I've bought a couple from CX, but most of them have probably been pretty much free, I think. Picked up Grand Theft Auto 3. Obviously, this is when Grand Theft Auto changed forever and did 3D, and obviously this has been bettered a million times over by games that followed this, but this was still great, and yeah, I wanted to add that back into the collection. Next up is probably my favourite Grand Theft Auto game of all time. It's Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I love this with the 80s soundtrack. I just remember first time I played this originally, whatever year it came out. I think it started in like some alleyway, and there was I think it was just a bicycle there, and I got on the bicycle, and Billie Jean started playing, and I'm like, right, I'm sold straight away. Like, yeah, this is awesome. And yeah, love Vice City. And follow that up with San Andreas, which is again an awesome game. Yeah, as I say, I think I prefer Vice City more with the soundtrack, but this is technically better game. But yeah, I had to have that in the collection. Next up, I can't remember where I got this. It might have been CX for like £1 or something. And this was a game we used to play when the first time we PlayStation. It's called Pool Paradise. It's just a basic pool game, really, but I just remember really enjoying this. I wanted to find it if I could for cheap, like I did, and add it back in the collection. It's just generally a pool game, but I just do really like it. Next up is a game that I originally played on the Sega Dreamcast. You had one of them for a few years as well, and it was Crazy Taxi. Now, I don't think this port felt as good as it did when I played it on the Sega Dreamcast, but I did want to add it into the collection. I wanted my daughter to have a go of it. It's a lot of fun. If you never played Crazy Taxi, check it out. Next up, again, I think I paid peanuts for this one because I was a big fan of this series back in the day, and I picked up 24 the game. I remember this being quite good. I've not replayed it yet since I picked this up, but I did have it originally. Probably paid about £40 for it or something stupid. But yeah, a big 24 fan, so I wanted to add that to the collection. Okay, so got some more now. So next up we've got some skateboarding. We've got what I still think is probably the best Tony Hawk's game out there. That's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Absolutely love this game. I used to play this loads back in the day. Again, I'm not very good, but it's just so much fun. And I had my daughter playing this as well. She enjoys it. Following up that one, I also managed to pick up Tony Hawk's Underground. Same sort of thing. I've not played this one as much since I picked it up, but yeah, another Tony Hawk's game, more skateboarding, so just love it. It's so much fun. Next up, we got a racing game, and it's Burnout 3 Takedown. Yeah, these were great games back in the day, just driving and smashing your cars up basically without the pain of having to phone insurance. Yeah, just a lot of fun, these games, and I found this one for cheap, so yeah, added that to the collection. Next up, we've got a snowboarding game, which is probably considered one of the best ones on the PS2. It's SSS Tricky. Yeah, I don't remember too much about this, but I remember more probably playing things like Cool Borders on the PS1, which was a good snowboarding game. But yeah, this was probably one of the better ones on the PS2, so I managed to bag it. Another game I think I bought the first time round, and it's basically kind of like GTA set in London. It was a Getaway. Yeah, this is literally like GTA set in London, driving around the London streets. It's just a lot of fun with the old London cabs in there, and lots of Cockney swearing, you could say. But yeah, I picked this up again for peanuts or even free. I can't remember, Well, yeah, want to add that in the collection. Next up, I've got a game that I originally played on the GameCube. Now, I don't have a GameCube again. It would be one I'd love to get if I could, moving forward. But obviously, I know the games for that can be quite expensive. But I picked up for the PS2 version of Super Monkey Ball. Well, this is actually Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. I spent so much time in the on the GameCube playing things like monkey bowling and stuff like that. It's just insane. The general game itself is awesome, and I wanted to add it back in the collection. It was just on PS2. It's like a Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. This next one, I think I got in a free job lot. I've not actually played it, but it's a game based on a film. It's Constantine. Yeah, I don't know if it's like a survival horror or just a movie port. Movie ports from games tend to be a bit hit and miss, but yeah, I've not tried that yet, but I'll have to give it a go. Speaking of movie ports, we've got a Harry Potter game, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Yeah, back when my daughter got into Harry Potter a year or two back, I just managed to bag the nearest sort of Harry Potter game I could. I think I found this in a charity shop, and I was having a bit of a go of it. But I do remember playing Order of the Phoenix back in the day on the Xbox 360 and completing that. But yeah, these are quite fun as well. Next up, I've got 5 games that are in the Platinum range, along with the GTA that I had there. First up, we've got Kingdom Hearts. I've only played Kingdom Hearts for about 5 minutes, I'll be honest. It's something I really want to get into, but it's just doing it. I know it's had lots of remasters for like PlayStation, but PlayStation 4, but for probably 5, I'm not sure. But yeah, I need to get into that. It's Disney related and I love it Disney. Now this next one is a game I think I paid up for in CX. I can't remember what I paid. But it was something I used to love back in the day, and it's kind of like a GTA clone. When it's Simpsons Hit and Run. This is an awesome Simpsons game. It's probably my favourite Simpsons games of all time. It's basically like GTA does the Simpsons, kind of, but it just does little missions on it. It's just a hell of a lot of fun if you've never played it. I know this is a good one to look out for if you're doing your charity shop hunting and you want something to trade in, because I think it trades in for quite a decent price. But yeah, I'm not trading mine in. That's definitely in the collection. Another game here from Rockstar, the makers of Grand Theft Auto, which is fantastic, and that's Candice what's it called? Candice Canham Edit, also known as Bully. I think I've actually got this on my PS4 as a download. It's actually called Bully. But yeah, I picked up the PlayStation 2 version. This is a game that had a lot of controversy back in the day. Obviously, Third Key was promoting bullying, and it'll probably never get a sequel that we will probably clamour for. But yeah, I had to have that in the collection. Next up, I think I found this in charity shop. We got the Sonic Mega Collection. This has got loads of old Sonic games on it. Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3D, Spinball, plus a load of Game Gear games as well. So yeah, if you want a bit of Sonic, there you go. Speaking of Sonic, I've got another one. I don't know if I've played this one, or if I have, I've had a quick go of it. It's Sonic Heroes. Again, I think I got this for nothing in a job lot. So yeah, add that to the collection. A bit more Sonic. Next up, we've got a PlayStation Classic. We've got some Crash Bandicoot. This is the Wrath of Cortex. I was never a massive Crash Bandicoot fan, I'll be honest. But I've actually got this. I think this was with the PlayStation when I got it. And it was actually a disc version of Crash 2 as well with it, which I've kept in with this. So if you want a bit of Crash action, I've got something there. Next up, I've got a steelbook, which is a really battered steelbook and not very good, but all I'm bothered about is the game. And the game is Scarface, The World Is Yours. Yeah, this is, again, a kind of a GTA clone, but I really enjoyed this game. I think when I played this, it made me watch the movie. and it's one gangster movie that I do actually like. I need to pick that up on physical as well. I've not got it, but yeah, Scarface, a lot of fun. A bit like the Godfather game as well. That was another good one. In fact, that's what I'm gonna pick up down the line. Next up is a game I got for 10p from a charity shop only a few weeks back. Championship Manager 5. I used to love these kind of games. I used to play these on a PC back in the day. I've not looked at this yet, but as I know it'll probably lose my life forever if I started playing this, but well, I will do one day. Another game I picked up literally about a week or two back on my holidays. This was from CX, it's Test Drive. I originally played this game on the Xbox 360, I think. I tended to get, used to like the controller on the 360 for racing games, and I tend to get a lot of racing games on the 360 generally. But this was like about £3, and I've had a go of it since. It's still a lot of fun. There's something about it, I just really enjoy it. Next up, along the same lines as the Tony Hawk's games, we've got some BMX. We've got Matt Hoffman's BMX. This is similar to the Tony Hawk's games. I can't remember what I paid for this. I think it might have been in CX for a few quid. I didn't have this back in the day, and I just wanted to check it out, and it's quite a lot of fun, to be fair. So yeah, that's Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 2. Next up, we've got some more Sonic with Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, not as good as the other Sonic games, but I want to add it to the collection. I want to try and get a few of the Sonic games. Just a bit of, just sort of for collecting them, really. Another one that I want to get the other games on this format. I've got Star Wars Super Bombard Racing. I got this in the charity shop. This isn't the greatest game, I'll be honest. But I do want to keep an eye out for all the sort of PlayStation 2 games that were Star Wars based. I know these things like Revenge of the Sith. I've never actually played that. And I think there's a Jedi Starfighter and stuff like that. You can probably pick them up for peanuts, or if I should be able to find them out and about. But yeah, I want to grab them all if I can be a big Star Wars fan. But yeah, I've got this one. This is just weird, like little racing game, like Mario Kart style, but not a patch on it. And the final game I got for PlayStation 2 is one I probably paid up for when it was released, because I used to get the annual sort of updates on these every year, and it's SmackDown vs Raw 2007. This is probably my favourite of the SmackDown v Raw games. It's got an awesome roster on it. It's just great fun. And I used to pre-order this every year. Well, every wrestling game. Being a huge wrestling fan, I used to be always gutted if it didn't turn up on release day. I mean, I know one day Amazon didn't turn up with it on the release day, taking the day off work to play it. That's how into them I was. And so I just went to the shop and bought another one, and then just sent the Amazon one back. But yeah, love a bit of SmackDown versus Raw, and yeah, this is not quite obviously Attitude Era, but it's got to have a lot of decent wrestlers in it. And yeah, that is it for my PS2 collection. I do plan on doing a Xbox 360 collection, which isn't as big, and also my Switch collection, and also my PS4 collection going forward. And yeah, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below, you know, if you're into video games and what your favourite console is, what your favourite console was back in the day, if you played any of these PS2 games, and anything you would recommend I add to my PS2 collection. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you soon for some more videos. Bye guys!